Hello everyone, I am Dinesh, currently pursuing B.Tech third year in the stream of Computer Science and Engineering. I am presenting this video with my teammate Vihaari for the event of InfraMind conducted by TCS. We are here to suggest a solution for the problem stated. Let's get started.
Hello everyone, I am Vihaari. Let me explain the current issue. The company is headquartered in Mumbai and is having offices at 7 locations. The primary data center is located at Mumbai and the secondary data center is located at Singapore. The company is having several servers hosted in data center. One of them is file server. The major role of file server is it contains users and projects important data. Currently the file server is located at primary data center at Mumbai. Nowadays the problem we are facing is server crashing. The problem is if the primary data center or the file server goes down, the shared paths of the file server are inaccessible. So we are suggesting a solution such that even if the primary data center or file server goes down, the shared paths of the file server must be still accessible from the secondary location in Singapore.
Now let's see the technology. The technology we use here is server clustering, which is indeed a part of distributed file system. What is server clustering? When two or more networks are connected together for high scalability and availability, the server clustering network is formed. In server clustering, all the nodes are connected to the common data block, whereas in distributed file system, each node has its own private data block. We prefer server clustering over the distributed file system because in DFS, the same data will be stored in all the servers. In our scenario, the file server data should be stored in primary data center and also in the data center in the Singapore. In server clustering, the data need not be stored in all the server locations since it uses common data block storage. That vastly reduces the data redundancy. In a long run, we can tell that the server clustering storage is similar to distributed file system except the storage blocks. Now the software requirements. The operating system we use here is Windows 2012 R2, which is specially made for server management in data center edition. Then an Active Directory. An Active Directory service is a storage where the clustered node data is stored. And then the Windows Internet Name Service. Windows Internet Name Service is a server name registration that maps the net BIOS of the servers to the IP addresses.
We initialize the process by installing Windows Server 2012 R2 version in each node. We select this Windows version because it has inbuilt feature support of failover clustering. Then we add each server node as cluster by using Cluster Manager. Whenever a failover occurs, each node acts as a cluster. Then we have to set path for Active Directory. The Active Directory is the specific directory which is used for storing the shared data. In our current situation, we add our file server's data into this Active Directory.
And now let me explain how it works. The main problem occurs when the primary data center crashes. If the failover occurs, we have to perform the maintenance. With the standalone host, it is pretty difficult. But by using server clustering, it is very easy to migrate one cluster to another without any downtime. So the virtual machines can be migrated automatically from one server to another when the failover occurs. And all these processes are carried out automatically. And there is the heartbeat network. What is a heartbeat network? The heartbeat network enables the communication between the individual nodes. When a failover occurs in a node, it is detected by the heartbeat network and it conveys the information to all other nodes. The shared data, that is the file server data, is stored in an Active Directory. When the primary data center or the data server in Mumbai experiences crashes, the secondary data center in Singapore identifies it through the heartbeat network. And then it fetches the data from the Active Directory and manages the applications as done by the primary one. The ultimate goal of the high availability service is to eliminate the single point failure. So we use teaming, multipath input-output, Ether channel and trunking. If we go with the distributed file system, the process would be the same except the block storage.
For a growing company, thinking about business continuity is very important. So we suggest to move the whole system to cloud in order to avoid certain risks, or we just move the data center to cloud and use the services virtually. Disaster management is the management of the company in such a way that even if a disaster occurs, the company must sustain the data loss. As we said, using cloud for backup is a good idea. If not, we must just back up the important files such as encrypted passwords, key store values, certification files, and port numbers. Uses. By using this, we can reduce the error rate, server crashes, etc. So the data will be more efficient. The security is managed by the service provider, which is a third party. If we use virtual servers, the data can be accessed from anywhere, any place and any time. So the data would be more feasible. By using this, the authentication can be set easily and be managed easily.
And thus we conclude that by using server clustering based on DFS, we can reduce number of system crashes and the downtime, thereby increasing the productivity of the company. Thank you for watching us.